Welcome. This is Back to the Bins. I'm your host, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back, and if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. This is a comic book collecting channel, and I'm a comic collector. These Sunday videos are dedicated to showcasing all the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop. I've got a pull list, so I'm pretty familiar with what's happening in comics today. I love digging through the dollar bins, and I love digging through the back issue bins. So, if that sounds interesting to you, and you'd like to join me on my journey back to the bins, why don't you take a look over here, and I'll show you what I picked up. Alright, like I said, these are the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop, 204 Comics in Winnipeg. And as per usual, we start in alphabetical order, and that takes us to Marvel Comics with All-New Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, issue number 3. This is the Corin Howell Spider-Gwen variant. Absolutely beautiful. I love the webs, I love the outfit, I love the space behind her. It's pretty amazing. I think this is fantastic. I'm going to say contender for cover of the year. I also got wise over the last week that this is only going 5 issues. Maybe it's been canceled. I'm not entirely sure. Was just reading some stuff on League of Comic Geeks. We'll find out further. I'll let you know as I know. But unfortunate that Spider-Gwen just can't seem to, hold down a long-running series. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, because I think she's a great character. Certainly one of my favorites as I've discovered her, but unfortunate. But this cover, fantastic. And the book has been fun, too. Over to DC, here we have Batman and Robin, Year 1, issue number 12. This is the Chris Samnee A cover. This is a fantastic series. I love all of Chris Samnee's covers. This is the final issue of this run, and I'm hoping that there is a year 2. It has just been a great dynamic of understanding Batman and Robin's relationship, not to mention Alfred's relationship with the two, and all of the villains and things that are happening in Gotham. This has just been so fun, and it's helped that Samnee is just one of my favorite artists working today. Highly recommend you find this if you haven't already gotten wise to this book. Simply amazing. It should just have been ongoing, but it's nice to have this finally finished. This is good. I can't wait to read this. Amazing. And where there's one, there has to be 2 when we say goodbye to an issue. Here we have Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 12. The Joe Quinones. I'm not sure how you say this gentleman's last name, but this cover is absolutely fantastic. I love the dynamic, Robin being playful, Batman kind of thinking, okay, kid, smarten up, we've got stuff to do. Great depth, all kinds of great stuff, shadows and everything, and I need to learn how to say this guy's last name. Amazing work, absolutely love it. Back over to Marvel, here we have Black Cat, issue number 3. This is the Hicham Habchi variant. I don't think I've even read issue 1 yet. Black Cat, another favorite of mine, but these covers have been just amazing. This is a beautiful looking cover. I love all the colors used, even though it's fairly limited. Pretty fun. And of course, where there's 1, there is 2, and my, oh my, ain't this a beaut. Black Cat number 3 right here. This is the Lucas Werneck variant, and I'm going to say cover of the year all day long. This is absolutely spectacular. I love this look. Once again, you can almost hear the squeaking of that suit. The hair looks fantastic. I'm just in love with this cover. Beautiful stuff. Keeping with Marvel, here we have Death of the Silver Surfer, issue number 5. This is the Claudio Castellini variant. I think I've read the first 2 issues now, maybe 3, I forget. Kind of mid, if you ask me. I was really expecting more because I love this character. I love of course, the involvement with Galactus, but for me, kind of fell short a little bit, at least what I've read. Hopefully this picks up, and yeah, I'm not even sure if this is I don't think it's an ongoing. It shouldn't be, because the death, eventually that's finite, right? So it's going to end some point, and hopefully we'll see more of the Silver Surfer in Marvel in 2026. Well, it was just Halloween, so here we have Dick Tracy, the Halloween Special. This is the Geraldo Borges cover. Love this book. It's been a while since I've read the last Dick Tracy comic. I can't think of the last one that came out. It's been a little bit, but great stuff. Been loving the Dick Tracy run. Happy to get a little bit of a Halloween, break in the middle. This is kind of a fun thing. Great cover, a lot of fun, and looking forward to reading this, post-Halloween. I'll probably get around to reading this by next Halloween. All right, back, or not back, but over to the, I get back. Still in the independent section of your local comic shop. Here we have Disney Villains Maleficent issue number 1, the Bob Quinn variant. This is just a beautiful cover. I think this is excellent. I'm going to say potential for cover of the year here. I'm also going to tell you that a couple of years ago, I think they threw out another Maleficent title that I really enjoyed. I really loved the whole vibe of things, and I hope this is a continuation. Looking forward to reading this and the subsequent issues that follow. Pretty cool. Still in the independent section of your local comic shop, here we have Don't Run with Scissors issue number 4. This is the Lorenzo Scaramella variant. I have loved the first couple of issues of this book. Surreal, out there, weird, kind of alien thing happening. I don't know where this is going, and I hope that I get to reading the rest of this very soon, because it's been a lot of fun, and this is definitely a contender for miniseries of the year. A lot of fun. I love what independent comics can do for story. Amazing stuff. I thought I would peruse the dollar bins a little bit, and I just found this sitting in there, and I just, figured, why not? It could come home with me. Here we have GI Combat issue number 277 from February of 1985. We got a Joe Kubert cover. We got some World War II action. I'm a sucker for that. GI Combat's pretty cool. These are just fun issues to have, to read, and why not, right? Now here's something, back over to the independent section of your local comic shop. Again, a bit more Halloween, obviously related, but I look forward to reading this as well. This is Return to Sleepy Hollow number 1, the Audrey Estok variant. I think this is just a beautiful cover. Like, this is just all kinds of vintage-looking 1800 style stuff. I'm going to say contender for cover of the year. I hope the interiors are as nice as this. I know there's another cover coming, or another issue coming up. It's got another cover similar to this. Hopefully it's a theme, because I love a theme when we're talking about a limited series. And this is just beautiful artwork. My goodness. It's like you could frame that and put it on a wall almost. Well, speaking of that, here we have, again in the independent section of your local comic shop, Sonja Reborn. This is issue number 3, the Stuart Sayger variant. I think Stuart Sayger's work is fantastic. I just got wise to his work through this particular title, and I'm telling you, like, I gotta keep looking for more of his work. It's unfortunate that he didn't do one for issue number 1. I hope maybe they'll do a second printing. Kind of doubt it, though, because I believe this is a limited series as well, but my goodness, I just love, there's an airiness, a breathiness that's just, I don't know, there's something about this work I love. Potential for cover of the year. I still haven't read issue number 1. I'm looking forward to reading this. Love that artwork. More artwork I love to see. Back over to Marvel. Here we've got Star Wars, Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red. This is issue number 2. This is the Skan Srisuwan variant. Again, I'll work on that. But man, I love this cover. Love Boba Fett. Who doesn't love Boba Fett? That's OG goodness right there from the Star Wars universe. Black, White, and Red to me have been pretty good. Darth Vader was fun. There's obviously other Marvel titles, Black, White, and Red as well. And anything involving Boba Fett is worth a read for me. Hopefully this is better than some of the Star Wars other series I've been reading. But I kind of think it will be. And I love this character. Here's something just for the cover. I've been getting a little kind of into some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle covers because I just think that they look fantastic. And there's some nostalgia happening, of course, as well. And this one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual #1, the Serg Acuna variant. I'm a big fan of Serg Acuna's work as well, so when I saw that he was doing the cover, I thought I gotta grab this. I'm a Raphael fan. He's my favorite turtle, just in case anybody was wondering. Yeah, I think this is really good. I'll probably end up reading this just because I think, you can read an annual without having to read a series. And just to give this cover a little bit more validation, I'm going to say I know what's actually on the page here. And then here we are again in the independent section of your local comic shop. I tell you, they do such good work. Here we have Thundercats Cheetara. This is World Breaker issue #1. This is the animation art variant. This is the Thundercats I know and love. Straight off of the show, this is like a cell from probably the opening, I actually think, of Thundercats. Cheetara is not my favorite, but I'll take what I can get, and hopefully we'll see more of these, independent Thundercat books. I know there's one coming up from Panthro. I'd love to see one from Tigra, of course, Lino, etc., etc. And hopefully they all do the animation variants, because I just love that style. It's pretty cool, and fun and nostalgic. Well, there you have it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and how about we get back to the real world, shall we? Well, it was a great stack of books. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? It really helps to build the channel, and I'd love to develop a community of people who just really love comics. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next week, and until then, remember, comics are good.